This week, nothing really happened unless that we got stopped out of the trade at the beginning of the week. And that's exactly the point. If you get no clean setups, no clean opportunities to enter the trade, that's where most traders fail. They force trade or they enter trades that are not really good trades just to be involved into the markets. And that's exactly what I didn't do this week. I stayed patient and I waited for a perfect opportunity, but we didn't get any. So let's just start into the week. First market update of this week. On Monday, nothing really happened, basically really nothing. Today is Tuesday, and as I already said in the video that I made on Saturday, or no, it was on Sunday, sorry, I got stopped out of this position right at this point, at this wick. I had my stop loss above this structure point, even on the MetaTrader 5, but spread took me out, really big spread, and now we are heading to my take profit. I can see this hitting take profit 100%. If we close like this on the daily, we are set. So yeah, that was just a quick market update for GBP NZD, and the other pairs are I'm just waiting for the pairs to give me the type of confirmation that I need to enter this trade. It looks pretty good on the daily on Euro GBP, but I kind of don't like the 4 hour because we're still in the uptrend, but we will see what happens. And on GBP AUD, still waiting for the retest, still waiting for the break under. Euro CHF, waiting for the retest. We already had a push without a proper retest. GBP CAD, we had to push without a retest. I can't just enter on such an impulsive retest. I need to consolidate a little bit for me to enter this trade. AUD USD, waiting for a proper retest. GBP CHF, just waiting for the retest. We had to close under perfectly. Now we are waiting for the retest to happen. We got the break, now the retest. Perfectly. NZD USD. I don't think this pair is gonna have a proper retest. We had this wick creation, but this is not good enough for me to enter because of the risk to reward. USD CAD, waiting for the break and retest. And NZD CAD, are currently in the retest. Okay. Yeah, this trade, I actually didn't analyze this trade today, so I'm gonna update you throughout the day or tomorrow what I'm gonna do with this pair. Hello, we are doing a quick market update. It's currently Wednesday, and it is not looking too good for this week. We missed out on this trade. Like, we didn't miss it, but we got stopped out on this trade, as I already said a few times. So this is currently still running. Then Euro GBP, where I wanted to enter but didn't quite get my entry that I wanted to. It played out perfectly, but just without me and without the entry. What would have been perfect if we would have gotten a retest after this break of structure right there, but we didn't really get the type of retest that I wanted to. So this trade is gone. Euro USD is my only hope. On the weekly, it looks pretty clean. It looks like we are rejecting this area of interest. Daily, yesterday we didn't close under the area of interest, so I couldn't search for trades today, unfortunately, but I can search for trades tomorrow if we get a clean retest to this EMA. And area of interest would be perfect. We would have already gotten some type of confirmation up there. Okay, no, not really. It would have not been a good confirmation because we would have entered down there, but we are still waiting for a better retest and good confirmation because we didn't close under yesterday. And on GBP CHF, this trade is currently not playing out like I wanted to. I might wait for the weekly to close under. This is my only hope for next week, this trade. So I just need to wait for a break under and a retest in order to enter this trade. GBP AUD, still waiting for a proper retest. We were just consolidating at this area, didn't really do much. We are waiting for the retest to then start the downside. It's the only thing that we're waiting for. Euro CHF trade is not gone because we have all the way till down there. This is a higher low, lower high. Lower high, sorry. And we were waiting for the break under and the retest. We never got a clean retest. So maybe we are getting it now, the retest, to then sell to this area of interest or again to this area of interest. Even though we arrived the area of interest, this trade is not gone because we are in a downtrend. It's not a counter trend trade, so you can easily target this area of interest or maybe this structure point right there. Entity CAD, waiting for the break and retest. We didn't get a break yesterday above this area of interest, small area of interest. So now we are waiting for the area of interest break today. 24 hour, some type of confirmation. It would look pretty good now, but I unfortunately can't enter this trade. I kind of need to look at this trade a little bit more. I don't really like it because we could easily create a new lower low, but basically we are in an uptrend. It looks like we could get a better retest, like a deeper retest on the weekly. I don't like this retest right now. Daily, I kind of don't like this pair, but we will see. Then AUD/USD on a daily, we only spiked into this area of interest almost 2 times, but we didn't really get a good retest and entry, so we can forget this pair. And the USD, the same thing. USD CAD waiting for the break and retest. Currently doesn't look like it. GBP CAD completely gone, the trade. This was a trade from this area of interest to this area of interest because we could create a higher high now because this is a strong area of interest, of resistance and support. So this trade is completely gone. That's already the market update for Wednesday, sorry. See you maybe tomorrow, but kind of not too much is happening this week, so we will see. This is already the last market update from this week. It's currently Friday and nothing really happened this week. It was a pretty boring week, and we also lost a trade directly at the beginning of the week, so this wasn't a good week at all. But we still have some pairs left off, but the most pairs are just for next week because this week we didn't get any opportunities to enter a trade. Before we end this week, I just want to say big thank you to all my subscribers. I just hit 22 subscribers. I really appreciate you, that you are interested in my journey. I'm still not where I want to be yet, but I'm still gonna keep going and document my journey to a profitable trader. So I'm gonna stop talking now and show you the last market update of this week. Let's just start with GBP NZD. We got stopped out at this point, like I already said multiple times, but now I think we were completely wrong about this direction and we are heading to the upside from this area of interest. Maybe we are filling this wick next week, but I'm glad I don't have to go through all this pain and hold for so many days, like almost 2 weeks. I'm glad I got stopped out because we were, it looks like, wrong about the direction. So that's already all for GBP NZD. Now I'm gonna show you the 3 pairs that are basically gone. Like, I couldn't enter these trades. Let's start with Euro GBP. This would have been a beautiful sell-off, but we quite didn't get the opportunity here to sell this trade. I was interested in taking a position right here at this point, but my risk to reward would not have made sense because I would have kind of liked to stop at this area of interest, and we would need a 1 to 2.2 because of spread. So the 0.2 are just the spread things that keep me in profit to a clean 1 to 2. And basically this trade would have been really beautiful. I kept this trade because if we manage to close under it on the weekly, we can sell further to the downside to this area of interest if we get a pullback. But currently it looks like we are rejecting from this area of interest. So I still kept this pair at my watch list, but we will see what happens with this pair. Then Euro USD is also a trade that's basically already gone. Only if we get a better retest now, but we kind of didn't really get the retest that we wanted to. We wanted to get a break under on the daily, get a retest. We kind of got some consolidation and retest at the EMA, but we were still inside and not under the area of interest. And yeah, I kind of didn't like this. We would even not got a beautiful entry. This wouldn't have been a good entry because we need the stop loss above this level or above EMA area of interest, and we also wouldn't have gotten a good 1 to 2 risk to reward. So this pair is basically gone unless we get a better retest. GBP CAD is fully gone. We wanted to sell off from this area of interest to this area of interest. We can no longer take a trade right here unless we close under the area of interest on the weekly, so we can get another break and retest. But currently, as Euro GBP, doesn't look like it. So those are the 3 pairs that are completely gone from this week, but we can still maybe trade for next week. The same with AUD USD. We never got the opportunity to enter this position this week, so we still have this trade for next week maybe if we get good opportunities, but not right now. It looks like we're heading again to the area of interest and maybe getting a good entry, but I kind of don't like this pair because, or yeah, okay, maybe, yeah, it is good, but I kind of don't like this pullback. It's a little bit a small pullback, so it's definitely not my favorite pair for next week, but we will see what happens with this pair. And the USD, pretty much the same. We never got a good retest for this week, so I still have this pair for next week if we get a good entry, but it doesn't look like it because on the daily we were creating now internal lower lows and lower highs, which we wouldn't have done if we just got a retest right off the bat. But we will see what happens with this pair. And all of these pairs are just for next week that I'm gonna show you in the video tomorrow for the analysis for next week. And exactly weeks like this are as important as winning weeks, because those are the weeks where discipline is built. Week 12, no trades, but a lot of discipline. This is FX Control.